Hi there, my name is Koi from River of Gratitude. I am a coach that helps creative healing for the mind, heart, and spirit. I sell products as well for self development, and I love to do tarot readings because it invokes conversation, thought provoking, and just really helps us give more insight of what energy is going on. What is this energy setting the tone of the conversation? So, the main thing here is that, yes, I'm like a moon person. I like to um, understand the general collective energy going on through each cycle because, one, we all go through cycles, and two, just understanding the ebbs and flows of life. The moon really affects that with us. At least I believe. So, if you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe, sit tight, and let's talk about this full moon in Taurus. So, this full moon in Taurus, I'm feeling like it's going to be intense. The cards are, a little bit, but, um, we're in the sign of Scorpio, and Taurus on the opposite side is really like grounding. A lot of times it takes a Taurus a lot to budge and change. Um, Sometimes you can say that about Scorpios, but I do know that they get really deep. Um, it's really deep, unconscious, subconscious stuff that really needs to be brought up to the surface. That's why they can be very intense. Um, but this is kind of the energy that's going on. There is going to be some intense energy for all of us collectively. I mean, if you really think about it, here in the US, we have our elections, which brings up a lot of tension and intense energy as a collective because we always say, the leader and whatnot. But the president is not necessarily that. There are a lot of people higher up. But we're not going to get into that. We're going to get into this reading, right? The collective energy of what's going on. We also have a blue moon. A blue moon is that within that month, there are two full moons within the same month. So I heard that this only happens every 3 years. I'm not 100% sure because I'm not an astrologer. But a blue moon is kind of rare. It's not the rarest, but it's kind of rare. So another thing to think about with our energy as a whole, that there's going to be some rare activities going on. And so far, I'm going to just get right into this reading. What I picked up here from my gratitude attitude cards. Of course, you can't really read this, but I always do it anyway. Don't let what happens around you get inside you and weigh you down. And I really feel like there is, again, further time for us to really focus on us. Focus on what we need to do to move forward. What are our plans for ourselves, for our family, for our career, for any other type of growth coming in, because we have this here. This is being illuminated, and the Three of Wands really talk about planning, looking ahead. Of course, you see this, and there are some ships coming in. You can look at it both ways, which I love tarot because it's very subjective, especially from the reader versus the lookers, clients, or whatever you want to say standpoint. But it's a time what needs to be illuminated is really stepping back and really understanding what your needs are, what your intentions are, and really re-looking at any plans that you've made up this far. Does it really serve you truly, your authentic self? Because we have this Chariot here. Chariot talks about letting go and finding the flow. um, Yeah, because it's about control and direction, right? You don't really have any direction if you're trying to plan something ahead, right? If you don't know your intention, you don't really know the direction. Because because it can go anywhere, right? And then that's the thing. Like sometimes it's like, well, how come we don't see any ships coming my way? But at the same time, were you really intentful? Like, did you really consciously set intentions clearly to set the tone of what goal you're trying to make? And a lot of times, also with the Chariot, I always think of this. Like, she has her wand here because it's like she's riding the motorcycle, but sometimes we forget that we don't have the full control. You know, like, yes, we are driving the vehicle, but the car is really helping us get to the destination. But it doesn't mean that that's the final stop. You know, like, this is a journey. As people say, this is a marathon, you know. Big ups to Nipsey Hussle. You know, this isn't a sprint. Yes, we do make small goals, but the overall picture, you know, the big goal is what we're really trying to get to. And right here, like, I think that a lot of us want this transformation, but we feel a little bit stuck. Like, look at her face. She's like, well, I don't know. You know, you may have to start over, or you may just have to start over with your intentions. So let's get a little bit further deeper into this reading, okay? Let's clarify this Three of Wands here. Yeah, we need some more answers, more thought into this. Oof. Yeah, I'm like, what's going on here? Let's clarify this 7. Whoa, this card is just jumping out. I did not need that. All right, this is really about coming into balance, you know, with your mind and your heart. The Three of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Swords here, which really, let's just give the message. I'm not really going to state these cards right now. I may show them, but, you know, for those that don't know tarot, cool. For those that do, I don't think you really need to know exactly what cards come out right now. We're really being, what's really coming to us, coming to mind, is really Ace of Swords. Let's get another card here. But like the planning. Can you get clarity to your own thoughts, your own desires and wishes? That's what brings better stability. Here we go right here. This is what brings more community. Four of Wands, you know, for me right now, this is talking about foundation and building that community that really helps you. Four of Wands, Three of Wands, like progression. How do you get from 3 to 4? Well, by understanding the gap in between. Ace of Swords. Get clear about your intentions. That's what really needs to be set right now. So once you get clear, you already know the direction. And it may feel like a sprint to you. It might be like, boom, here we go. Let's go. You know? But like, you can't start the engine when you don't really know the destination. You know, or you'll just wind up wasting your gas. Like, let's just jump in the car and ride. Honestly, I remember we used to do that at teenagers when we first got our license. What is that? 16, 17, just driving. What, you know, joyriding or whatever. Where are you going but wind up wasting gas? Are you just trying to be seen, or are you really trying to get to a destination? And, you know, it's okay if you feel like things weren't growing, because this is really funny. This is not funny, but this is really funny. Like, look at these grapes, tomatoes, or whatever. Let's call them tomatoes, because look, she has tomatoes in here. This stuff just did not grow. It didn't grow. That's because that the intentions weren't set clear enough. It's time to revisit the intentions. Revisit the business plans. Revisit the relationship goals. Revisit the goals and dreams that you have your eyes set on. And it's really time to look at it and be real and be truthful and honest with yourself and say, okay, this, and this didn't work out. It's okay though. Because Five of Pentacles is like Five of Pentacles is kind of like that worry and feeling out in the cold, feeling rejected, or feeling like you just don't have enough money. You know, feeling like a bum. But, you know, you're not a loser or a bum just because you don't have the money. You have to feel rich within yourself, like the mother, the Queen of Pentacles does. She has abundance because she knows her true value is within herself first. And then she has the abundance. Abundance does not always talk about money. Abundance is a lot of things. Abundance within health, wellness, security, finances, family. You know, valuable things. She knows this. And she finds balance within because she knows that there are ebb and flows, there are ups and downs, and there are times where we have to recircle around, look at our plan, and be like, I don't know if this is working well. This doesn't feel right. Let's tune this up a little bit. You know, I'm going to go back to the car because we have this chariot here. You wouldn't go on a long trip that is like over 10,000 mile drive, right? Without getting an oil change first, without checking your wheels, a tune-up or whatnot, not without checking your engine. You wouldn't go on a long road trip like that without doing that, right? I don't think that would be safe. You might not meet your destination. You might not meet your goal. So really find things that are working. Stick with that. If it feels good, stick with it. If it doesn't feel good and you're like, it's okay to change. Taurus, like I said in the beginning of the reading, it's okay to change. Because I know Taurus people, Taurus energy love stability. Sometimes they get too comfortable within their own nest and they don't want to change. You know, sometimes you get too comfortable where you're at and then you're like, should I change? I don't know what's going on here. You know, and then you get a little bit fearful. You get a little bit like confused and stuff. Let me just clarify this Eight of Wands. Because where are y'all really going? I just want to clarify. And see, this is what happens when you're not really secure with what you hear or what you want, right? So you try to find out a little bit more. Okay, and right here I got this Strength card that is really just finding the security within yourself, like I was saying. Finding that security within yourself. And by doing that, with this card, like I said, really going in. Don't let what happens around you get inside you and weigh you down. That's going to keep you stuck. That's going to keep you stagnant. That's going to keep you feeling like, ooh. All right? It's really time to get in the zone. I don't know why I just heard, get in the zone, auto zone. But really, like, you really want to get in the zone so much that things feel like it's automatic now. You know, get so secure with where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do. Get in that balance, that center, so you can feel like, okay, so what if this didn't work out? Let's move forward here. All right, so I'm going to move forward with this reading, okay? I really like these angel cards. At first, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. At first, I really didn't. I have these other angel cards. They're not as beautiful as these. But, like, I kind of was like, should I be talking about angels? Like, do I really want to be, like, getting, like that? So what? You know? And these cards, it doesn't necessarily... How you use them is how you use them. I know how I use them, which I don't need to discuss right now. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to use them right now because these are more of an oracle card, which oracle cards really give you a word, you know, for you to just interpret that own energy. And here we have right here. Look how beautiful. You heard that? Somebody's car. This is how you're going to take off once you have that intention and understanding that bigger picture of what you want to do. Set some long-term goals here. And then you set some short-term goals and you work on that destination by destination by destination. Because the long-term goal is usually the big journey. that we're trying to achieve, that we're trying to have strength for, endurance for, and moving forward. Composure and balance. Find your center. As you see, he has two hands out and like two fireballs or whatnot. Being composed and finding your composure really helps you just be like, let's just read this and then I'm gonna wrap this up. I love how they wrote this stuff in here. Composure, all right? I'm just going to read the short one because there's a longer one. This card encourages you to step into your energy of equanimity. Equanimity. I feel like I'm saying this wrong, but oh well. Is a Zen-like state in which you refrain from reacting to a situation out of fear and separation. Right now, angels of pure divine light are helping you feel guarded and guided and encouraging you to recognize that you have an incredible force of love within you. And that keyword, within you. Don't let what is happening around you get inside you and weigh you down. We don't need this because the more that it weighs us down, the heavier it is, the slower it is that we take flight. So have a good night. No, I'm just playing. That's the message. Find that center, find that heart. Find your flow. Find the balance. Find the common denominator of things that are on the positive and the negative, because there's always something that connects us. Everything is connected. Once we can find that center, it's the most powerful thing that you can really find, and that's where you draw strength from. So let's do this. You got this. Set intentions. Set clear intentions. Know where you're trying to go with your goals, your long-term goals. Then start working on your short-term goals. Moving forward, checking things off as you go. Because guess what? It's going to come in pretty daggone quick. You'll find that strength once you get rid of any spoiled things that happened. Understand what growth really is and what abundance really means. And you'll get there with a composed mind and attitude. Ashe. So I am done with this message. If you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe. I have a few things going on. Please check the links below or above wherever you are tuning into, whether it be YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. I'm all on there. So yeah, I really hope that this helps you for this time right now to just rev you up, give you some encouragement, positive vibes, and let me know. I love to know, and the more you comment, the more people can see this, you know what I'm saying? Like, share if anybody you feel needs this, and until next time, I'm outie. Peace.